I've been worried sick. I've been looking for you all night.
Please to keep your distance. Have you no respect for a homeless widow wandering the earth? Ill-fated, ill-starred, and ill-dressed?
You said you liked this outfit.
It was better, Eliza.
Albert, I need to talk to you.
Traitor's needs are but specks of sand in a hurricane of humiliation.
Where did you sleep? Have you eaten? You look exhausted.
The gods watch over their woeful child. Oh, Jason!
Listen, Medea. 50 francs says you have someplace else to be.
As if my loyalty could be bought for 50 francs. You make me laugh. Ha! Ha!
What would you say to 100?
I'd say just in time. My arms are killing me. I take my leave, mistress. Even the devotion of thy faithful servant cannot shield thee from the whizzing arrows of destiny. But I'll pick up lunch and meet you back at the house, okay? Later!
Alvin, my love.
I have nothing to say to you, Georges.
I'm sorry, all right?
No, I'm sorry is not all right. To think that I would live to see the day when Jean-Michel, who I raised as my own, would turn his back on me.
And didn't you lie to your parents about me?
But I had to lie. They would have never accepted that you were in show business.
Jean-Michel is a kid. He wasn't thinking. He's in love.
And you?
I'm just a fool who wasn't thinking. Who's also in love. Through the crash of the waves, I could tell that the words were romantic. Something about sharing,
Something about our way.
though the years wasted long, I still think of our song on the sand. And I still try and search for the words I can barely remember. Though the time tumbles by, there is one thing that I am forever certain of. I hear la 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 and I'm young and in
Fact remains that I am unwanted.
Alvin, you are wanted. It's all that you bring with you that's questionable. And now you have certain mannerisms, albeit charming, which could shock people who haven't been forewarned.
A2, which could shock people who hadn't been forewarned.
My mannerisms translate as tasteful affection, while yours are no less than suspicious.
No less than suspicious.
Bienvenue, mes chers amis. Breakfast?
No,
Yes,
you can eat while I suffer,
I'll force myself.
pig.
Alvin, the point is, if you wish to attend tonight's affair, you can do so by simply donning the proper attire and appropriately straightening up your act. You shall assume the role of Jean-Michel's Uncle Al.
Uncle Al?
What's the matter with that?
The displacement in stature, for one thing. Even if you had a wife who was a drunk, you wouldn't pass her off as a maid.
Ah, but a drunken wife is still a woman. And unfortunately, in the minds of the masses, a lush is more presentable than a fruit.
And suddenly, oh no fruit. Just because you had a baby one night by accident.
It was no accident.
You told me it was by accident.
I said no such thing. Sybil was the most beautiful showgirl at Alita.
Sybil's a pig.
I shall ignore that remark. Sybil was the most beautiful showgirl at the Lido, and I, playing a Greek god, was pound for pound her match. The opportunity presented herself, and I thought, why not? Everybody's always talking about it. Let's see what the fuss is all about. And it was a beautiful and moving experience.
As if you could remember, as drunk as you were.
Alvin, are you coming tonight or not?
As Uncle Al.
As Uncle Al. Please.
All right. I'll come as Uncle Al, but only because, whether he knows it or not, the boy needs me. And besides, without me there, you're bound to screw things up.
Thank you, my love. Now to prepare. Slouch.
Slouch?
Go ahead, slouch. Perhaps a standing slouch is too advanced. Try slouching in that chair. He shall pass as a heterosexual man tonight. It'll be the greatest acting challenge of his career. Slouch! What?
You yelled at me.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, he yelled at me.
Yes, I yelled at you, but you're a man. You must face up to your destiny, even if it means being yelled at. You must say to yourself, something odd has happened to me. I have been yelled upon, but I'm a man. I am strong. I am invincible. I will climb back up the mountain.
Bravo, bravo, my heroes.
All right, now, drop your shoulders all round and beat. Stop sucking in your stomach. Let it hang out over your lap. A testament to all the night drinking out with the boys. Now spread your legs.
Excusez-moi.
You're wearing trousers, not a skirt. Spread them. Now, pick up that puzzle. Not like that, like a he-man. Let's try the toast. Think of John Wayne. Perfect. Pick up that toast as if you were John Wayne. I thought I said John Wayne.
It is John Wayne. Just John Wayne is a little girl.
Let's try this again. Think of this as a masculine toast and masculine water, ready for swaying by a masculine hand. Pick up that knife and make believe it's a machete. It'll take all your strength and steady nerves for acting your way through the cherry preserves. Think of John Wayne and John Commando. Think of the Legionnaire and Charlemagne's men. And like a stevedore, you grab your cup, and if God forbid that your pinky pops up, you can climb back up the mountain once again. You got that?
I think so.
Don't think. No, you're a man.
I'm a man.
You're a man.
I'm a man. Does anyone hear an echo?
Now, about that voice of yours. Grunt like an ape and growl like a tiger. Give him a roaring sword and masculine laugh. Try to remember that John Wayne was not so proud. It'll take all your strength and steady nerves.
Ho ho.
Think more of John Wayne as Bridget Bardo.
Think of Ichabod and think of Rasputin.
Think like a Daniel marching into the dead.
We're trying to join the burning roots. If you forget that your knowledge are under your boots, you can climb back up the mountain once again. Now, try and imitate my walk.
No, I can't do that. I'll throw my back out.
Watch me.
No. Watch me.
Yes, you see how she holds herself, shoulders up and hips planted.
It's easy for her. She's wearing flats.
You just feel it, right? Right. Albert, you are the greatest performer on the Riviera. You have played the likes of Shakespeare and Maubert, and you came this close to getting that door of Dolly. And you're telling me that my dear, simple Uncle Al is beyond your range?
Stand back!
Right. Yes, sir.
Think of his mom, you think of his father. Think of the jealous ones and proud of his dad. Try not to weep, ignore the laughs and babies on your penny or journey or tragedy. Fly back up the mountain once again. One.
Ah, the prodigal son.
I picked up the hors d'oeuvres.
Thank you, I'm starving.
Has Mother arrived yet?
Mother who?
Don't you think that outfit smacks a bit of overkill?
No more than you're decorating.
Do you think I went too far?
When it comes to going too far, you're asking the wrong person.
You better behave tonight. Father, you and I have made a deal.
And so we did. For 21 hours, I performed to the full perfection of my butler best. And in return, tomorrow night, when the curtains of Lacage rise, they rise on me!
In the chorus,
Featuring me.
just for the finale,
What more do we need? The theatrical legend will recall the moment when a single lavender spot revealed this quinceañera goddess. Adrift in a cloud of perfume mist, draped from homely crown to flawless foot in leopard land. Men will reach out to me in longing. Women will avert their envious hands. And you will have to speak to my agent, because if you think I'm going to keep dusting and vacuuming up this mess once I've been discovered, you've got another thing coming.
Ah, Mother Teresa's decorator has returned.
I suppose that suit will do. You are, after all, supposed to be retired.
If that's a compliment, I accept.
I'm sorry. You look very handsome.
I know. Wait until you see Alvin.
Alvin?
Oh, yes. Alvin.
Oh, but it's fun to be on the other side of shocking news, isn't it? Yes, Alvin. He and I have been rehearsing all afternoon. This will be the crowning moment of his long, illustrious career. Tonight, the great Zaza as Uncle Albert.
God save us all.
Albert! Oh, Uncle Albert! Come show our son the Frankenstein his love hath wrought. What of your Uncle Albert? A fellow to be reckoned with.
It's not working.
Vanny, you're doing splendidly. Handsome, dashing. Soon you will have women mobbing you in the streets, and not just for makeup tips.
Bonjour. It is indeed a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Papa, look! The crown jewel! Please allow me some comfort!
Alvin, the boy's right. Let's not gild the lily.
Hey, this is nice. What time's mass? I thought you locked that door.
Francis has a key. Did you need something?
Sorry, a telegram arrived. I thought it'd be important. And what happened to you?
Don't tell him. You and Hannah are engaged.
No, but we're getting serious.
Bad news?
Just a request for an interview. This is never going to work. Crazy people coming in and out. Mother's not here yet.
You must get a hold of yourself.
It's going to be a disaster.
Not if you keep your wits about you.
Papa, I love Anne, and I'm going to lose her.
I'll let you in on a little secret. If she loves you, you won't lose her. No matter what happens here tonight.
I should have known better. I asked for one lousy favor from him, and look, I should have known better. My whole life I've had to put up with his nonsense. When I think of what I've been through because of him, the ribbings I took in school, the beatings I got defending him, the gawking stares every time we left the house, because he'd always insist we stroll arm in arm. I'd need a shirt for school and he'd buy me a blouse.
What about what he's given up for you? The holidays and vacations. The hours helping you with your homework. The nights in your sick room. Have you ever wanted for anything? Private schools, cars, cash, clothing. Have you ever asked for anything that you were denied?
Yes. How about a little respect for what I want? How about a little understanding?
A little respect? A little understanding? How often is someone concerned with the tiniest thread of your life? Concerned with whatever you feel and whatever you touch. Look over there. Look over there. Somebody cares that much. How often does somebody sense that you need them without being told? When you have a hurt in your heart, you're too proud to disclose. Look over there. Look over there. Somebody always knows when your world spins too fast and your bubble has burst. Someone puts themselves last so that you can come first. So count all the loves who have loved you from now to the end of your life. And when you have added the loves who have loved you before, look over there. Look over there. Somebody loves you more. When your world spins too fast and your bubble has burst, someone puts themselves last so that you can come first. So count all the loves who have loved you from now to the end of your life. And when you have added the loves who have loved you before, look over there. Look over there. Somebody loves you more.
Oh, poor Jean-Michel.
Poor Jean-Michel.
From Sybil. Dearest darlings, stop. The Duke proposed. Stop. Off to Amsterdam for a red light district ceremony. Stop. Sorry, Sybil.
Sorry, Sybil should be her name.
She's done it to him again.
We'll tell the Dindons that a relative took ill and she went to nursing.
And what do we tell the boy?
The truth, no?
Oh, shush. He'll be so disappointed. No mother.
They're here! They're here!
Take a breath, you'll burst something.
It's them! They're at the door and Mother is nowhere in sight!
I was thinking, after you're born, how important really is a mother?
Charcot, answer the door!
I can do that.
No! Let Charcot do it! On second thought, down! All right, you three, listen carefully. For the next 21 hours, there will be people of a lifestyle far removed from the one you live. I beseech you, for the next 21 hours, to dispense with everything you take pride in and everything that brings you personal joy. My future depends on it.
I was raised a Christian. Humiliation is my lot. They hold a place for me in paradise.
All right, now Papa, you stand over there, and Alvin, please, back there somewhere. Everybody ready? On your marks, get set, go!
His Excellency, the Deputy Dindar, Madame Dindar, and the Mademoiselle in question. Charming child, welcome to our home.
Thank you.
There.
May I present my father?
A pleasure. A pleasure.
A pleasure. My pleasure.
Jacob, fetch the luggage. Your home makes quite the impression. Yes, that's the word. Impression. One hardly expects to find an almost monk-like atmosphere in a district notorious for its pleasure palaces. Yes, it does take some getting used to.
Oops!
Is that a nightclub I saw downstairs?
Marie, please. Was that a nightclub I saw downstairs? I really wouldn't know. It does appear so. And what sort of club might that be? I really wouldn't know. We don't associate ourselves with those kind of people. And what sort of people might they be? I really wouldn't know. They don't go out in the daytime, and I was raised in the dark. I see. You do? Well, let them frolic while they may. After my election, I'll sweep them clean. And I'll be right behind you with a broomstick.
Oh, that cross is beautiful. Is it an antique?
It's my father. I mean, it's our father. I mean, it's my father's. He found it. In an archaeological dig. In a pyramid.
Would anyone care for champagne? Please, have a seat. Make yourself at home.
No, thank you. I leave champagne to those who wish to impress. Myself, I enjoy a nice working man's wine. After all my success, I am but just an old working man. Bravo! And Madame, just an old working woman. And I, just an old foreign legionnaire.
No, Papa, you were with the French Foreign Service.
Sir! I joined the foreign legion with the saber in my hand and crawled across the desert with my belly in the sand. With them who love their candles and their practices, I swear. Nobody dished, nobody switched when I was foreign legionnaire.
Would anyone like an hors d'oeuvre?
Here, let me help. Mama? Papa?
Oh, what adorable dishes. Are these youngsters playing together?
They look like Greeks. I assure you there are no Greeks on my plates, unless they weren't washed well.
Oh, lovely dishes, they're so delicate and fresh. I have named these people, I believe they're all female. Oops, I think they're playing some exotic little game.
Oops, I think that leapfrog is its name. Leapfrog. My mother, the wife of my father, begs your forgiveness. She had to be at the bedside of her sick godmother. She shouldn't be delayed much longer.
How did you know that?
She phoned a little while ago. Anyway, she's very sorry.
This is even worse than I feared. The son is strange, the father is weird. The wife, I'm actually afraid. I prefer that man remain an old maid. My wife and I are a devoted couple. Now, my son knows how much I love him and to what extremes. But my wife, I love her like him.
The nibbles, anyone?
It's according to confess. Our in-laws are a mess. She's a prude, he's a prig, she's pale, and he's a pig, so this for your papa.
I join the force when you're safe in my hand. Cross the desert with my family in the sun.
It was my great uncle who also served as my godmother since my godmother passed away. Oh, God only knows what I'll do for a godmother now.
Let alone a great uncle.
May I present my mother? Dear sir, madame, and little mademoiselle, come here. May I kiss you?
Please.
I could be your maman.
Something to put in your mouth, Maman.
Did you wash your hands before serving?
Maman.
About to be wed, yet still my baby. Are you not well, darling? You're looking a little ashen.
Your husband seems upset by your absence.
Were you worried, weren't you?
I still am.
Oh, what a lovely dress. I just adore comfortable clothing. Believe it or not, before you arrived, I was lounging around in one of my husband's suits.
More food?
Oh, but George just hates me in his pants.
I did not hate you in my pants.
I think we've had enough hors d'oeuvres.
I'll ring for dinner.
Please, dear Lord.
Oops. I tried.
We'll be dining out. I hope you don't mind if I take the liberty of choosing the restaurant myself.
I don't much care for restaurants.
But I'm sure the Deputy Dandon can find something to amuse his palate at Chez Jacqueline.
Chez Jacqueline, did you hear that woman?
Quiet, Marie.
Have you been there, madame?
No, but I've been trying to get to my husband to take me there for years. Chez Jacqueline.
Ah, I'm so pleased you're pleased.
I understand they're booked months in advance. Just how will you get a reservation?
Never underestimate the ingenuity of a mother. First, locate your instruments. Then, pick up the receiver, dial the number, and then speak sweetly. Jacqueline, I need you. We'll be 6. Merci.
Welcome to Chez Jacqueline.
How good of you to find room for my little party.
You're an old friend anytime. And thank you for accommodating my friends last night. You do know how to put on a show. No one's else from them since.
Shall we take our seats?
So harsh. So dashing. So distinguished.
Not at all.
Come, let me show you to your table.
This place is a gold mine. Remind me to have it audited.
Voila! I'll send you Richard to at once. And perhaps, after you've settled in, I can make a little favor. Oui?
Oh no.
We'll see.
Happy children?
Oui, Maman. I have to say that when Anne announced her intention to be married, we were taken by surprise.
As were we.
Ah, you should have seen the look on Georges' face when Jean-Michel told us he was marrying a woman. I mean, a white woman.
And they are very pale. These young virgins.
Well, I should hope so.
Ah, well, I can account for our son.
I don't know if our daughter has told you, but Anne stands to inherit a hefty dowry on her wedding night. That is, if we approve her choice of husband.
Attention! Attention! Messieurs, as those of you who frequent our little establishments know, we count many celebrities and heads of state among our pleasured clientele. And I would never think of disturbing their privacy by introducing them. But tonight, I cannot resist, because among you sits one of my favorite people all this earth.
took seriously. Just a pastime, a hobby.
She tried her hand at bowling, but singing seemed to suit her better.
After an introduction like that, I'm certain we can persuade Zaza to favor us with a little song.
Oh, thank you, Jacqueline, but no. I've given all that up. I'm just a mother now.
Another miracle at Lourdes. Well, I'd love to hear you sing if anyone wants my vote.
No one does. Sit down.
Oh, please, Zaza. Just one little chanson. I won't take no for an answer. I will stand here and imagine you all night.
Perhaps you'd better, Mother.
If you insist, Sherry.
Oh, but I do. Key of G.
Oh no, G flat. I've had a child.
Merci. Mille fois.
I'd like to dedicate this song to someone very special. Dear Anne, welcome, dear child, to our family. Maestro, chez Sweetie's Bones. This is a little song, nostalgic and unique. I learned to sing this song before I learned to speak. I learned to sing this song upon my mother's knee, and she learns to sing this song upon her mother's knee, and her mother learned this song upon her mother's knee. And if your mother sang this little song to you, then sing along with me. The best of times is now. What's left of summer but a faded rose? The best of times is now. As for tomorrow, well, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So hold this moment fast and live and love as hard as you know how, and make this moment last, because the best of times is now, is now, is now. Not so forgotten yesterday. Now, tomorrow is too far away. So hold this moment fast and live and love as hard as you know how, and make this moment last, because the best of times is now, is now, is now. Oh, best of times is now. What's left of summer but a faded rose? The best of times is now. As for tomorrow, well, who knows? Who knows? So hold this moment fast and live and love as hard as you know how, and make this moment last, because the best of times is now, is now, is now, is now. Not so far.
think that a daughter of mine would get herself involved with filth like this?
And what?
It's all your fault, Marie!
My fault.
I say let's call it a night, go to sleep, and start fresh in the morning.
Homosexual!
Perhaps we should sit out this round.
March on, Edward. Lead us out of this house of sin. We are right behind you.
Sorry, Mother, but we are not right behind you. I'm staying here with Jean-Michel, and we're getting married.
Dare you defy me and I will cut you off without a sew.
Cut me off! Do you think I brought you here just to get a dowry?
You mean you knew about these people?
No, but now that I do, it doesn't matter. I like them.
Homosexuals!
Father, don't bellow. They know what they are.
Young lady, you march yourself straight out that door.
No! I love you, Father. You too, Mother. But I love Jean-Michel. So we're going to marry and start our own family.
And what sort of family do you think this son of a pervert can make, having been brought up by two transvestite homosexuals?
One transvestite.
One plain homosexual.
Deputy Ding Dong, I must apologize for everything that took place here tonight. I made a terrible mistake, but I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to make up for it. And I hope to one day receive forgiveness for being stupid and thoughtless. Although I appreciate the sentiments, I do not accept your apology. That's quite all right, as it wasn't to you whom I was apologizing. It was to my parents. Your parents? What parents? Surely one of them could have fathered you, but you cannot tell me that the other is your mother. That's precisely who he is. I see no mother here. I do. How often is someone concerned with the tiniest thread of your life? Concerned with whatever you feel and whatever you touch. Look over there. Look over there. Somebody cares that much. So count all the loves who will love you from now to the end of your life. And when you have added the loves who have loved you before, look over there. Look over there. Somebody loves you. Marie, they are all insane. Let's get out of here before they turn on us.
Here's a fun idea. You get the bags, and I'll get the door. We
Marie, bags.
Ah, there you are, Deputy Dandon. You all came and went so quickly I didn't even realize who you were. Naughty little Zaza. You should have told me who he was.
Somehow I knew you'd figure it out.
And somehow I did. And once I realized who you were, I said to myself, Jacqueline, I said, here comes and there goes the famous Deputy Danton. And you didn't even get your picture taken with him. And that made Jacqueline so sad. And then I thought, Jacqueline, seeing as how he left in such a hurry, without even paying his bill, I'm certain he wouldn't mind my inviting a few of the newspapers and television stations for an impromptu photo session with his old friend Jacqueline. So, here we are. The press awaits outside.
Newspapers?
Mm-hmm.
Television stations?
Uh-huh.
I'll be ruined.
But of course!
Oh, Jacqueline, you're such a star follower.
Now, Zaza, there is more to running a successful
having your picture taken with the most famous anti-homosexual on the Riviera, alongside the most famous homosexual on the Riviera.
Now that is a delicious sauce. Bravo, Jacqueline. Deputy Ding Dong.
The name's Ding Dong.
Be nice.
I believe we can help you out of this awkward situation. How? But first, Albert and I have been discussing the matter, and we've decided to give our blessing to the union of our two children.
We think that you should do the same, don't you?
Never. Do you hear me? Never! They have our blessing.
And about the dowry?
The dowry's hers. What more do you want?
On those occasions when you're invited to family gatherings, Christmas, birthdays, and anniversaries, could you do us a small favor?
We'll come.
Don't.
Very well, it's a deal.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Maman.
Thank you, Maman. And what about me?
Jacqueline?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Yes, you all forgot about Jacqueline.
And we wouldn't want to do that after all she's done for us, would we?
Jacob, escort Jacqueline out to the photographers. Essay will be out in a moment. Jacqueline, I trust you can keep these gentlemen busy while we freshen up.
You can count on me. On guard.
Did you lock it?
Maman didn't raise no fool.
Well, I'm glad to see you're all enjoying yourselves. Meanwhile, I'm right back where I started. Blackmail to the right of me, betrayal to the left, ruination in front of me, and God knows what's in the rear.
I believe I know one way out.
Tell me, take me, I'll do anything.
Curtain. And it's just oozing by. It's rather gaudy, but it's also rather grand. And while the waiter pats your check, he'll kiss your hand. The clever gigolos romance the wealthy matrons with menage. Bonsoir, Harry! And Duchess, is that you? I didn't recognize you behind the moustache. It brings out your eyes. Ah, Marcel, you've had your hair straightened. What? You did it yourself? Marvelous, the thing one learns in prison. You go alone to have the evening of your life. You meet your mistress, or your boyfriend, or your wife. It's a bonanza, it's a mad extravaganza at the cottage. And so, my friends, at last, the inevitable is upon us. It is time for all the pieces that have blown apart to come back together again. And if we have done our jobs correctly, you will leave with more than just a folded program and a torn ticket stub. Messieurs, dames, the Cajafon proudly presents our finale, featuring a cornucopia of tasty morsels from our homegrown garden of delights. And, as an added, one-time extra surprise, some of the newest, most promising, and honest talent ever to appear in our cabaret. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats. Maestro, if you please. great. With you, it looks great. Somehow, you put a permanent star in my mind. A permanent star in a winter can be like July. Winter can be like a combination that works like a charm. It's suddenly love whenever it's you. It's you. And now, presenting the stars of tomorrow, the last of the Vestal Virgins, innocent, virtuous, and chaste, by every boy in town, ingenue! And now, the temptress of the tropics. She is made of sugar and spice and every vice. Jacobina! Perhaps we will try again tomorrow. And now, a siren for every season, a surprise in every sense. Ave Maria! And the last, what family doesn't have? A woman no man can forget, hard as he tries. One light in her eyes, and men flee gratefully home to their wives. I give you, when Hilda
La Thank you.